All right, so look, let's cut through all the noise. Here's what broke people don't understand. Rich business owners are not putting money away in their savings in order to start a business. They're not maxing out their personal credit cards. They're not asking their friends, hey, can I borrow some money to start their business? What they're doing is they're leveraging personal credit in order to get 0% business credit cards, run up a bag, pay it off, and then they start all over again. So here's the hard truth that nobody wants to talk about. Broke people do not understand leverage. While you're taking money from your check in order to invest into your business, it's gonna take 5, 10, 20 years to save $100,000. Rich business owners are going to the bank, they're getting anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 because they have good credit. And no, you don't need an 800 credit score. Today, during this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I'm getting my clients those same results in order to start their business. So here's how I'm getting my clients $50,000 to $100,000 leveraging their personal credit. It's called our credit line hybrid program. Here's how it works. So we're gonna go to several different lending institutions. This could be a traditional bank like Chase, KeyBank, PNC, fintech companies, or credit unions. So we're only gonna go to those lenders that are gonna be pulling from the bureaus that have the strongest data points that match your credit profile. Rich business owners get 0% interest loans. They invest in their business, they do marketing, get clients, and they can run all the plays that they need for 6 to 18 months without having to pay any interest. A no doc situation. They're not gonna ask you for income verification, tax return, and it's not gonna report to your personal credit report. The problem is a lot of people use personal credit cards to fund their business. But the more that you use your credit cards, your utilization is going up, causing your credit score to drop. So now you have bad credit, credit cards are maxed out, and you're still paying interest on those credit cards. So not only is the credit line hybrid program good because it's gonna get you the money you need, but it's also gonna be interest free. It's not gonna impact your personal credit, and you're gonna be building business credit at the same time. The credit line hybrid program isn't for everybody. But if you meet the following criteria, we definitely can get you funded. You need a 680 credit score on all 3 credit bureaus. Credit card utilization under 40%, no bankruptcies or recent late payments, fewer than 4 hard inquiries in the last 12 months, at least 2 credit cards with $5,000 limits, and 2 or more years of credit history. And lastly, no more than 3 new unsecured accounts this year. If you meet that criteria, we can schedule a free consultation. We'll do a soft pull to make sure everything matches your actual credit records, and then we can start the funding process. One of my clients had a 705 credit score. He had just started his business, so he didn't have any business revenue, but he knew what he was doing. He was a real estate wholesaler, so he would find deals, sell it to investors, and he'd make a small cut. So he's been doing it for a while. So he said, why not just keep the deal, use other people's money to rehab the house, flip it so he can get a bigger cut. So he went to a traditional bank, applied for business funding, and they asked him for business revenue and last year's tax returns. He didn't have either since he had just started his business, and everything else was under the table. So then he came to us. We was able to get him $62,000 in about 3 weeks just because he fit the criteria that I went over earlier. He could have went the traditional route, try to save money up to get his first property, then use that money to show on his taxes. It would have took him a year or 2. But instead, he came to us and he used our credit line hybrid program. Now he's in the game, he's doing fix and flips all over the country. A part of being an entrepreneur is your mindset and how you think. If you continue to think like a broke person, like saving or using your personal credit cards, you're gonna be stuck in that cycle. But instead, I want you to think like how the rich think. They use other people's money, leveraging their personal credit to get the funding that they need ASAP. So if you're interested in the credit line hybrid program or any other of our funding programs, make sure that you click the link in the bio so you can schedule a free consultation. Before you go, hit the like button so YouTube shows this video to other entrepreneurs that's trying to get in the game. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button because every week I'm giving you videos on how to get your money together, personal credit, and get business funded. Lastly, I want you to leave a comment with your business name and industry so we can start building networks and start connecting. That way we can push each other further. Other than that, I'm Martin the Credit Doctor, and I'll see y'all on the next one.